Hey, this is Game and Change. Thanks for joining us. I'm all here relaxing with my dog Baki. I hope he's doing something appropriate down there. But the topic of today's video is the Diablo Immortal announcement the other day.
Hello, BlizzCon!
All the negative feedback, the videos, how viral it is, how the crowd reacted, the guy in the crowd who asked if it's a joke, the guy in the crowd who asked whether or not there'll be any PC version of it or if it's going to strictly be mobile, the journalist who said gamers are entitled for disliking the game, being upset. All of it is just interesting news in my opinion. People love an interesting story. People love seeing people under pressure. When I watched this, as a working man, when I watched the press release, the announcement of Diablo Immortal, sit. Thank you, Baki. When I watched the announcement of that, I felt like I was the man delivering the information to the crowd.
Gameplay first. We want to do it in a way that feels right for Diablo. We are making a full-fledged action RPG you can play everywhere with everyone. Now, I have a cinematic to show you, but first, allow me to set the stage.
I felt like it was on me to soothe the crowd, but it wasn't. I was just watching. And I feel like they didn't really handle it that well. Like maybe they believed that some fans would like it, some fans would not. Maybe they believed that, overall it would have a positive reception. But no. But from a distant standpoint, from a distant perspective, I kind of see what Blizzard's doing. They have the knowledge, they have the manpower, the funds to change whatever they want to change, to do whatever they want to do. And they're not really concerned about the crowd of angry PC gamers who loved Diablo 2. They're not concerned about, 30, 40, 50, 60-year-old gamers. They're concerned about people who are going to grow up playing Diablo Immortal on their phone and on their tablet. They're concerned about people who are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old. That's the audience I think they want to capture. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. They want to capture that audience. People who don't really buy anything, but after investing enough time in a game that they enjoy, they might actually start investing in that game through microtransactions. I imagine there being kids out there 6 to 14, 7 to 16 years old who probably have a microtransaction budget. They've been playing games for the last 4 or 5 years on their phone. At first, microtransactions were the devil, but now they're pretty standard. Their parents know, the family knows, and they probably are allowed $50 to $100 every couple of months to spend on what they choose. And some of them probably choose cosmetics and games. Some of them probably choose to spend money on different microtransactions in the games they like. I know that's the case if we're talking about Fortnite. All the little kids in my family are all over the V-Bucks. So that's a real business model. It's not something that more mature gamers like because it's not something that we grew up with. We grew up with appreciating box art. We grew up buying games, playing games, keeping games, sometimes trading them in, getting mad at the trade-in value. Then we slowly adapted to digital download, but some of us still want to try to buy the game physical copy, so we have collectibles and decorations on display. There's different audiences. Now, one may say that each audience is important, all because audience A, the micro The microtransaction audience, the younger audience, one may say that they're more important because they'll generate more revenue. But what about paying attention to your niche? What about paying attention to your audience, though? So there's another perspective where one may feel, okay, well, yeah, microtransaction audience, they need Diablo Immortal, but who's going to satisfy these 40, 50, 60-year-old gamers? Who's going to capture that niche? And that's where, other games come to mind. That's where competition comes to mind. Maybe Diablo and Blizzard is just gearing towards a younger audience now. And that's not necessarily bad. Diablo fans, they have to realize that the ARPG genre isn't just Blizzard. The ARPG genre is more than just one game called Diablo. There's a lot of ARPGs out there. I haven't played them all. It's not my main genre. Little by little, I'm getting more into Path of Exile. It's pretty good. And I feel like if anybody's mad about Diablo Immortal, they should just get more into Path of Exile. Or start maybe looking into indie companies, independent game developers who are very skillful, very passionate at what they're doing, and just wait for one of them to go public with their project, and maybe their project will be something similar to what they wish Diablo 4 was. Maybe this can be a perfect game, something that only caters to that audience. Different people, different developers will make different things. Different companies will make different things. All because Blizzard was great before for a particular product doesn't mean that's their be-all, end-all. How do I feel about the guy getting up asking if it's an April Fool's joke?
Hey, just was wondering, is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
No, it's a fully fledged Diablo experience on mobile, which everybody will get to play, and hopefully which will bring new heroes to Sanctuary, as well as welcoming our community back into it, and something we're very excited about.
When I watched that happen, I pictured myself when I was like in my teens. I might have been the guy to say that. I might have gotten up and asked if it was a quote, a joke. Might have been angry. So how do I feel when how do I feel about the dude who asked if it's a joke? I think it's just good. It's good media. It's good media. I think that in the back of the mind of the people announcing Diablo Immortal, they should have realized that something like this would happen. I'm surprised more stuff didn't happen. People throwing phones. I think it's interesting that he made that comment, and I just think it's comical. I saw some comments about how he was being a troll and he should have been thrown out. He's just voicing his opinion. I think it was a little bit tasteless to ask the crowd if they have phones. I mean, that's a little bit of an ignorant statement. That tells me that they weren't prepared for any backlash. Obviously, the crowd has phones. They're not booing because it's a problem. They're not booing because they can't play the game. They're booing because they don't like the game. They don't want the game. How do I feel about the journalist who said gamers are entitled? I gotta get Baki home to get him some water. About gamers being entitled. And that's interesting. I saw a perspective in another video where they were advising, suggesting that in journalism these days, everybody is encouraged to be positive. So if you have something negative to say about something, then you're going to be attacked. In this case, the journalist was taking Blizzard's side. Oh, whatever. I don't really care. He's just one journalist. Everybody's kind of, why is that one man so important? Why is it important that he feels like gamers are entitled? How relevant is that really? This is Game and Change, and I appreciate you watching my thoughts on the Diablo Immortal Reveal. I'm not much of a Diablo player, but I'm aware of the franchise. I own Diablo 3. I play Path of Exile. I watched the Doom Immortal reveal presentation. I saw the booze. I heard about the conspiracy about dislikes being removed from their YouTube video. It's all just very interesting, and my perspective is just that it's interesting. The world is fascinating, and I'm happy to be alive. When I watched it, I just feel like I'm working for Blizzard. I don't feel like I'm in the crowd when I watch that footage. I feel like I'm presenting the game, and all I can think of is better ways they could have done it. Now, if I was there, I might have not done so well, but I feel like I would have. I would have said I would have addressed their concerns. I would have said, Diablo Immortal, it's on mobile, and it's going to be strictly mobile. Everyone boos, is it on PC? No. I would have said, look, everybody, I understand a lot of you come from a PC background. Diablo has predominantly been a PC game, also very strong on the console side as well. We appreciate you fans. We haven't forgotten about you. This is a project that we're also passionate about, and I know that you don't think you want a mobile game. You weren't expecting a mobile game from Blizzard, but it's something that we care about, that we wanted to release, and we're so sorry to disappoint you. Please stay with us, follow this project, and hopefully we can earn your trust. Hopefully it will be free to play, so hopefully you can just give it a try if you can find it in your heart, just to try something that we were passionate about. And also, I'll keep this in mind too, there are some other Diablo projects in the works. So this isn't the end of the line for Diablo. This is just something to add to the Diablo legacy, if you will. So I totally understand your anger. I understand your boos, and I hear you. I've been with you from the beginning, and I'm not forgetting about you. Again, there are other projects in the work, but today was our day to let you know about this mobile project. Very sorry that it disappointed you, but please give it a chance. We believe that it's good. We worked very hard on it. Thank you. Any other questions? And I would look across the audience, and I would say, with my hands close together, I would say, does anybody have any other questions for me? And in every question, I would try to give a heartfelt answer. That's what I would do. This is Game and Change. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thank you so much. Peace.